Hi, I'm Sam, and welcome once again. Let me start out by just repeating a quote that I read that was said by Thomas Jefferson, one of our greatest founding forefathers of this great country and one of our first presidents. Thomas Jefferson actually said this a little over 200 years ago, that a private central bank issuing a public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army. We must not let our rulers overload us with debt. End of quote. Is that not so true today? Did this man have a tremendous amount of foresight to be able to see into the future as to what would happen with a central bank issuing public currency, which has been happening in our country for the last 90+ years? You've all heard of the Federal Reserve. There's a lot of talk today about the Federal Reserve on the news. Let's make them accountable. They don't account for anything. As a matter of fact, the name Federal is a misnomer. It's a deceitful name to get the public to think it has to do with the government, when actually it has nothing more to do with the government other than their partners, yes, and they give them money and it goes back and forth between them. We all know that the government gets paid a lot of money. But the Federal Reserve is simply a private group of bankers. It's a private banking cartel, and their sole purpose is to increase their profits and their wealth, not to protect and to save our country. No, increase their profits and their wealth. Anyway, those are little bits of words of wisdom that I learned on the quest that I began about 8 months ago from attending a Wealth Masters 2 conference. Again, the subject of that conference was health, wealth, and wisdom. And if you're like me, you've been asking yourself a lot of questions as to what is happening in the world today. What is going on? What do I do to protect my family and myself into the future? It starts by understanding the truths, and to understand that a name like Federal Reserve is no more federal than Federal Express is at the beginning. It's one of the steps in the beginning, because really it's all about the money. And when you understand, you see the arrogant, greedy men and women, all right, today that are ruling the world, and you realize, oh my Lord, it is so true, it is about the money. Then it starts with you all of a sudden starting to wake up and open your eyes and to figure out what is really happening. If you're not happy with your business today, you're not happy with your financial situation, there are truths out there also. One of the truths is that the internet is the fastest and largest growing entity in the world today. And you have the ability to make money over the internet today. You just have to learn how to do it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did. Wealthpeace.com is my website. Wealthpeace.com will connect you with some individuals that are very successful at doing what I'm doing. Very, extremely successful. Go to wealthpeace.com, spend a few minutes to listen to what they have to say. And if you find some truth resonating within you, go further into the rabbit hole and find your own answers. And I hope that you can join me. See you on the other side. Thank you.